know, I was just climbing this ladder, and even my friends and different people who were working hard were saying, why is she going so fast?
The mesmerizing performances and boundless talent of Lola Falana made her a musical superstar in the 1970s. From her rise to stardom as a musician in Italy to her reign as television royalty in the United States, Falana seemed to have it all. Amidst the glitz and glamour, though, there was an affair and several challenges. As Falana approaches her 80th birthday, the story of her life takes on new meaning, revealing stunning realities, surprising twists, and the determination of a determined woman. Join us as we delve into the hidden realm of Lola Falana, a realm filled with passion, tragedy, and unexpected revelations, a fella's formative years. Prior to delving into Falana's mysteries, let's explore her early years and the challenges she overcame to become the adored figure that she was. Falana was born into a middle-class family that was having financial difficulties in Camden, New Jersey, on September 11, 1942. She was the third of Bennett and Cleo Falana's 6 children. Bennett, their father, was of Afro-Cuban descent and had served as a U.S. Marine. He worked tirelessly at his job to support his family, even though they were struggling financially. Lola was talented in more than only singing and dancing. She began her artistic career at a young age. She found her singing voice in the church choir, where she could really shine. However, her early years were overshadowed by her family's financial difficulties. After Lola's 2 younger siblings were born, the Falana family decided to relocate to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in search of better opportunities. The value of perseverance and hard work was instilled in Lola by her large family. She was able to provide for her family and satisfy her artistic needs via her work in the performing arts. At the tender age of 16, Falana started her career as a dancer in the vibrant Philadelphia nightlife. Her dancing talent flourished as she immersed herself in a variety of styles at this school, including modern, jazz, ballet, tap, and more. Thanks to her incredible dance skills and unwavering dedication, Lola was the class clown in high school. Her plans for a career in entertainment didn't begin to take shape until she was a junior in high school. Dinah Washington, a well-known blues singer from the 1950s, saw Lola's remarkable dance skills and encouraged her to perform at a renowned Philadelphia nightclub. This defining moment sent the dancer's career into the stratosphere of the entertainment world at the tender age of 16. Lola went against the grain of conventional wisdom by embarking on a perilous journey that would determine her fate. By the time she was a senior at Germantown High School, she had already made a choice that would change her life forever. Lola daringly decided to abandon her education in favor of pursuing her dreams in the vibrant city of New York, where her deep love for music and dance could flourish. After her daughter's passionate choice prompted them to worry, her mother was understandably anxious about her daughter's future. Lola came to the exciting city of New York at the young age of 16, ready to begin her career as a musician. She wasted little time leaving her mark on nightclub stages, captivating audiences with her charisma, exceptional dancing skills, and irresistible personality. She became a household name after a string of successful performances in DC nightclubs. When she first encountered the entertainment industry, it was the beginning of her remarkable career. Brave and unafraid are 2 words that may define Falana. But what hidden truths does Falana's skyrocketing rise to fame hold? Lola Falana became a tragic character in her latter years. What unseen traumas and secret realities shaped her life? Stay tuned to discover the rise to stardom of Lola. Her meteoric rise to fame at such a tender age is a tribute to her extraordinary talent and unwavering determination. Dinah Washington was so impressed with her talent that she booked her to open for her at a Philadelphia nightclub when she was just 16 years old. This momentous occasion marked Falana's entrance into the world of show business. In 1964, she became famous overnight after renowned Sammy Davis Jr. placed her as the lead in his smash Broadway musical Golden Boy, recognizing her exceptional talent. The legendary Mercury Records company published Falana's debut single, My Baby, in 1965, kickstarting the singer's career. Her early success in the music industry allowed her to sign with Frank Sinatra's record company, marking a crucial turning point in her budding career. In 1966, she made her acting debut in A Man Called Adam, a film co-starring Sammy Davis Jr., Ossie Davis, and Cicely Tyson. Falana, who rose to fame as an actress and was nicknamed as Black Venus for her hypnotic performances, transformed the face of Italian film forever. Her breakthrough in Italy paved the way for her to have her start in Hollywood. Falana decided to end her relationship with Davis because she wanted to be a famous actress. The Liberation of L.B. Jones was the film that catapulted her to fame. It garnered critical acclaim and earned her a Golden Globe nomination for New Star of the Year, Actress. In an interview with TV Guide, she voiced her desire to be known for more than simply the little dancer with Sammy Davis Jr. She cautioned that staying in her current role would define her. At the same time, she made history as the first Black woman to feature in Playboy magazine's perfume advertisements. Black exploitation films in particular owe a great deal to Falana, a multi-talented and pioneering figure in both the film and music sectors. Despite her enormous success, she managed to keep some parts of her private life under wraps. Lola Falana, a well-known entertainer, has always been defensive about the public's perception of her personal life. Rather than be the object of the media's incessant scrutiny, her staunch independence would have her remain in the background. Even though she tried very hard to keep details about her personal life under wraps, they have occasionally seeped out. For example, she tied the knot in 1970 with Feliciano Butch Tavares Jr., one of 5 talented brothers who comprised the renowned R&B soul vocal trio Tavares. Their brief marriage ended in a divorce in 1975 after only 5 years of marriage. Before they were married, Falana had feelings for Sammy Davis Jr., who would later become her mentor and business partner. These bits and pieces of information show us an interesting side of Falana's existence. Stay tuned for additional updates if you're intrigued to learn about her surprising revelations and hidden realities. There was a lot of upheaval as Davis became entangled in a web of relationships. Because of his marriage to Mae Britt, he was unable to control his infatuation with another woman. The already complicated picture of Falana's private life grew much more so when Davis had the courage to inform her about his affair. Their marriage inevitably declined after this disclosure, which is not surprising. The love affairs of Falana were intertwined with her job, making them more than just private matters. Even though her relationship with Davis was difficult and terminated, it had a significant impact on both of their careers. Thanks to their working partnership, Falana was able to set the stage for her ascent to prominence. They had an indelible impact on one another's lives when they were together. Beyond the worlds of film and music, Lola Falana had an influence on the entertainment business that reached far and wide. Viewers of her shows were enthralled by her wide range of abilities. She expertly merged her singing, dancing, and comedic talents into her performances at renowned venues such as the Hollywood Palace and the Joey Bishop Show. Her versatility as a performer astounded the crowd. Her highly regarded television career was self-explanatory. A turning point came when she performed on The New Bill Cosby Show on September 11, 1972. This showcased her commanding presence in the field and her gift for enthralling spectators. She became even more well-known in the television industry thanks to cameo appearances on vintage episodes. Her electric performance on Johnny Carson's The Tonight Show enthralled viewers throughout the nation, making it one of the most memorable appearances of all time. Also noteworthy was her appearance on The Muppet Show, when she delighted audiences of all ages by charmingly blending her talents with those of the beloved puppet characters. Her impeccable timing brought the house down on Laugh-In, but her comedic timing wasn't the only thing that made her so intimidating. During her appearance on The Flip Wilson Show, her remarkable ability to connect with people from all walks of life was showcased. No matter who she is or what they've been through, she has a way of making everyone feel comfortable. In early 1986, Falana attended the 28th Annual Grammys, which took place at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles, California. She was feted at this momentous occasion for her esteemed position in the music business. Her connections to the wider music world were obvious, and she was highly appreciated by her peers. The brilliance of Falana was on full display on Broadway, spectacular and deserving of a Tony Award consideration. Her performance in the enchanted musical Dr. Jazz enthralled audiences. Her remarkable performance in this production catapulted her to stardom on Broadway, and she was honored with the esteemed 1975 Theatre World Award for her achievement. Her unwavering commitment to the performing arts and her extraordinary talent were recognized with this award. Falana had already created a huge splash in the music industry by 1995. Together with the late great Joseph Lee Hooker, she wrote the famous hymn, "Don't Cry Mary." It was a touching ode to her talent for using music to speak out about important social concerns. She has been an influential person throughout her remarkable career, and her success further solidified her status. In the midst of her professional life, an unforeseen disaster struck. In December 1987, Lola Falana experienced an unforeseen event. The terrible news that she was totally paralyzed on her left side came to her that morning. This pivotal event marked the beginning of her battle with multiple sclerosis. It was clear to Lola that she would not let her disease to define her. She was adamantly opposed to using crutches or canes, so she crawled or leaned on furniture and walls for assistance. She was afraid it would drain her strength, so she kept a walker nearby but never used it. Falana gave an exclusive interview to Jet magazine in August 1989 while she was going through a tough patch in her life. She expressed with much sorrow about how MS had abruptly altered her professional trajectory. A huge setback for her performances was the cancellation of almost $2 million worth of nightclub and concert commitments caused by the physical limits induced by the ailment. The impact of multiple sclerosis was all-encompassing, including Lola's emotional well-being, physical health, and professional decisions. Had she achieved the pinnacle of her career? Were the unbeatable heroine Lola vanquished? Out of the blue, things happened. A remarkable journey of recovery and faith was launched by Falana's unfaltering resolve, in spite of all the challenges she faced. She felt the immense power of life's unpredictability as she alternated between basking in the devotion of her fans one minute and confined to a bed reading heartfelt emails from those viewers the next. She kept this stark reminder of how fleeting life is with her through the ups and downs of her professional and personal life. In her fight for sobriety, Lola Falana embarked on a spiritual journey. Despite her lack of religious affiliation in the past, Falana had always found the strength to persevere when times were rough. With the help of her inner power, she conquered the obstacles that multiple sclerosis brought about. She remained composed upon hearing her prognosis and maintained her word to the doctor, promising to return to wearing high heels in a month. Falana credits her early recovery to God's unfaltering love and encouragement, along with the unwavering support of her loved ones. Her intense exercise routine, which included weight training, stationary cycling, stair climbing, treadmill workouts, trampolining, and many physical therapy appointments, was something she stuck to despite the constant, excruciating pain. She diligently collaborated with her therapist on a daily basis for months in order to regain her physical abilities. As her condition worsened, Lola started to doubt her connection to the entertainment industry. In a 1988 interview with Ebony magazine, she pointed in, "One morning I woke up to a distorted face and weakened limbs. It was then that I realized physical beauty and prowess were no longer the most important things. The gifts that once defined me were slipping away, so I took stock of what remained. That's when I discovered my most valuable asset, faith." After Falana survived 4 severe spells of multiple sclerosis in a short period of time, she had a profound insight that gave her the capacity to regulate her condition. Believing that faith and perseverance were vital, she stuck to a strict routine of regular walks and gym sessions to remain on track with her rehabilitation journey. In 1989, Lola Falana was honored with the prestigious Oscar Michaud Award at the 16th Annual Black Filmmakers Hall of Fame Awards for her incredible determination and talent. Her achievements were widely praised. She casually said during the event that her battle with multiple sclerosis had tested her faith and that she was content to never dance again. Sammy Davis Jr. and Jerry Lewis paid tribute to Diana in touching audio greetings, honoring her courage and tremendous skill. After a period of sickness, Falana returned to the entertainment business with a new outlook. She told the Los Angeles Times straight out in an interview she did in 1989 that she wanted out of the nightclub industry and the constant traveling that had always been a part of her job. But she also considered branching out into other areas, such as composing music, hosting a children's discussion show, or signing a book deal. For Falana, spirituality was an unexpected source of comfort. It was the turning point in her life that led her to start weekly sharing her deep experiences with others. An immense sense of belonging enveloped her as she entered the parking lot of the Catholic Church. When she finally converted to evangelical Roman Catholicism at the start of 1991, it felt if someone had said, "Welcome home." It was a watershed moment in her spiritual journey. She made a dramatic transition from her former life when she announced her intention to become a nun and her 13 years of virginity to an audience at Chicago's Christ Universal Temple. She started a new phase of her life as an evangelist and toured the nation after officially converting to Roman Catholicism in 1991. As she expertly mixes both personal stories with religious teachings, her unwavering dedication captivates audiences throughout her talks. Hosting an episode of the educational and entertaining public television series Reading Rainbow in 1992 was just one more way Falana kept inspiring the youth of today. It broadened her influence. It didn't matter. Lola was trapped in an underground labyrinth. Watch the show to find out. Following a devastating health setback in 1996, Falana resigned and returned to living with her parents in Philadelphia. It took more than a decade after her second illness for her to recover. Although Falana received a great deal of accolades for her many accomplishments, she ultimately decided to step away from the limelight. With her exit, a glorious age in show business came to a close. However, her legacy as a trailblazing artist who could adjust to any circumstance is ever present, and she is still an inspiration to artists worldwide. For 3 years, the notoriously reclusive Lola Falana was involved in an adulterous affair with Sammy Davis. But that was just the tip of the iceberg when it came to her mysterious existence. Despite hailing from a deeply religious family, Lola started her career in the entertainment industry at a young age. By fearlessly venturing into the world of nightclub dancing at the tender age of 14, she disregarded societal norms and generated quite a commotion in her community. She won her parents over with her unconventional career choice, which originally angered them. In fact, they accompanied her to the workplace. To everyone's surprise, Lola withdrew from high school only weeks before graduating. When she had an abrupt change of heart, her peers were both surprised and confused. Lola had other ambitions, and they had no clue about them. She wanted to be a music star. Embarking on a journey to the thrilling Big Apple, she was propelled by her ambitions and unmovable resolve. During her time in New York City, Lola went on tours with other performers so she could hone her skills and see the vibrant music scene firsthand. Although she achieved great success in the acting world, her true calling was in music. Her apparent career success and triumphant debut were both ushered in by her adoration of tunes and rhythms. Studying Italian for her international parts, Lola Falana shone her flexibility. Her career came full circle in 1970 with her film debut, The Liberation of L.B. Jones. Nominated for Best Actress and New Star of the Year at the Golden Globes, her performance was so great that she didn't actually become a star until then. The 1970s were a turning point in Lola's career. It is genuinely remarkable how she transformed into an all-around performer who captivated audiences with her unparalleled charisma, talent, and undeniable star power. She found her calling during this period in the midst of the dazzling city of Las Vegas. The naked photo shoot of Falana for Playboy magazine shocked many. Regardless, this choice allowed her to follow her passion of being a model, and she has since been in advertisement for Fabri Tigris perfume. When she became one of the first African-American women to work for the corporation, she truly changed the course of history. Even though Falana turned 30 on her birthday, she still made headlines by appearing on the new Bill Cosby show. She opted to forego her prosperous profession in show business in order to devote herself fully to her faith. Which part of Lola Falana's life caught you by surprise? She may have had an affair or strayed from her religious background. Just drop a comment and we can continue. When word got out that Lola wouldn't be making an appearance on Johnny Carson's The Tonight Show, her fans were understandably outraged. No one anticipated this, and now everyone is wondering why she was excluded. Lots of people were quick to assume that it was due to some sort of scandal or troubled relationship. The mystery surrounding Lola Falana's abrupt departure from television shows, particularly Johnny Carson's The Tonight Show, lends an air of mystery to her narrative. Many suspicions and assumptions were made about her profession after this sudden change. Was this sudden change in direction caused by something more substantial, or was it only a disagreement or scandal? No matter how many times Lola appeared on The Tonight Show, her trademark charm and talent were evident. Conversely, the spectators failed to perceive the hidden currents under the surface. For all intents and purposes, this time in her life and work remains shrouded in mystery. Over the course of the 1970s, Lola Falana made several appearances on Johnny Carson's The Tonight Show. Having these conversations was always a delight for Lola and Johnny. They loved one another's company. Lola possessed an extraordinary talent for capturing Johnny's interest during discussion. However, things took a shocking turn when Lola's management confirmed that she would not be able to appear on Johnny's The Tonight Show. It is likely that Lola was taken aback to hear about this decision. Then why were her activities forbidden? It was her close relationship with artist Wayne Newton, not any wrongdoing on her part, that led to her unexpected dismissal. The story that explained Lola Falana's expulsion from The Tonight Show was published in the Lexington Herald on February 4, 1981. The bans were put in place because Johnny Carson and Lola's best friend Wayne Newton were squabbling over an incident that occurred in Las Vegas. Newton and Carson had an argument that began after Newton outbid Carson for a Las Vegas hotel. The tension escalated when Newton met Carson in Carson's office and demanded that Carson cease making light of his manhood. The ongoing antagonism between Carson and Newton led to the dismissal of Lola and many other performers from The Tonight Show, including Charo, Rip Taylor, the Hudson Brothers, and Charles Groen. Despite her fame and popularity, Lola struggled to achieve success in the entertainment industry. When the legendary music platform The Tonight Show rejected her, her career took a nosedive. This episode showed how unpredictable this industry can be. Meanwhile, Lola kept her head down and her dedication to her work unwavering. No matter the medium, her acting skills were always jaw-dropping. She really came into her own in Lady Coco and the Klansman. People still loved Lola even if she wasn't on The Tonight Show. People couldn't get enough of her charisma, and they couldn't wait for her to come on other programs. Lola's career was successful in several areas. During her sold-out performances in Las Vegas, her legendary reputation as queen and great stage presence were on full show. She became the highest-paid female entertainer in Las Vegas after performing at renowned locations such as the Sands Riviera and MGM Grand Hotels, where she earned an incredible $100,000 per week. The current net worth of Lola Falana is $10 million. The 1964 Broadway musical Golden Boy was her big break, catapulting her to stardom. Following her success in the music business and her prominent television appearances in Italy and the United States, Falana made her big screen debut in the Sammy Davis Jr. and Cicely Tyson co-starring picture A Man Called Adam. This part solidified Falana's reputation as a versatile and gifted actress. After bidding farewell to her famed playing career at the age of 80, former Hollywood star Lola Falana appears to have chosen a more sedate lifestyle. Her attention and efforts are now focused on activities that promote spiritual development. Her message is laced with empathy and understanding as she travels the nation. When Lola stepped away from the glitz and glamour of her past life, it was a turning point towards hope and spiritual awakening. As Lola went from being a famous musician to a spiritual leader and philanthropist, she never wavered in her convictions. She later shifted her career to that of a motivational speaker and poet, utilizing her fame to spread messages of hope and resilience. Major occurrences such as the 9/11 attacks prompted Lola to reflect seriously on her spiritual journey. Details poured into her head from the vision she had the night before the tragedy, in which she heard a voice that made her question her life's direction. Following this encounter, her faith and her role as a conduit for God's service were even more deeply entrenched in her heart. Lola Falana remained steadfast in her calling as an evangelist even after she recovered. At the age of 56, she embarked on a cross-country speaking tour in 1999, making stops at various institutions such as schools and churches. Her goal was to encourage people to find solace and strength in their faith. After losing both parents to the AIDS pandemic in sub-Saharan Africa, Falana founded the Lambs of God ministry in 2002 to minister to the orphans and offer them relief. Lola Falana chose to live a low-key life away from the limelight after returning to her Las Vegas home after her health stabilized. Despite their efforts to live in harmony, Falana continued to exert a significant amount of influence. Rather than official representation, she secured speaking engagements mostly via personal contacts, which the Religion News Service noted in a 1999 piece. Instead than using a booking agency or being a member of a speaker's bureau, she depended mostly on personal referrals to land engagements. This informal network illuminated the relevance of her public character and reputation. This was confirmed by two priests from New Orleans who had hosted her on her travels. Meanwhile, Falana has recently revealed her hesitation to return to show business. She is certain that God has chosen her for the role of an evangelist, and she plans to carry out this mission by sharing her music with the world, both here and in the future. She is certain that the next time she sings, it will be entirely for God's glory. When Falana isn't singing, she seeks solace in the serene atmosphere of Las Vegas. Her undivided focus and support are directed towards the Lambs of God ministry, which she founded. More than mere charity, Falana considers her unwavering support for the Lambs of God ministry. Also, helping underprivileged kids, particularly in sub-Saharan Africa, is something that Lola Falana is very about. The region may be known for its hardships, but she is nonetheless determined to aid the orphans under her care. In order to address these pressing humanitarian issues, she works closely with the organization SAVE. The tale of Lola Falana's life revolves around her triumph against adversity. Even when things became tough, she kept going. Whatever the case may be, Falana's talent and determination will endure in the entertainment industry. To stay up to date on your favorite stars, subscribe and turn on alerts.